Hi everyone, I thought I'd do an updated video on my favorite brushes, and I broke them up into categories of Drugstore, high-end, and Sigma. And it's kind of a lot of brushes, but it's all my basics and my favorites, and I would rebuy these. Unfortunately, I bought this Kabuki in a Smashbox kit quite a few years ago at Costco, but this is really good for if I put blush on and it's too much. I just buff it out with this brush, and it's so soft. It takes longer to dry after I wash it, but this is definitely a good brush. I highly recommend any kind of Kabuki for anyone starting their brush collection. And this is, my mom gave this to me. This is the Jane Earldale. It's called the Handy. It's just a soft brush. I use this for blush. It's so soft. I'm not sure what it's made of, but it's really easy to wash. It does take a long time, but I love that brush. And my next favorite blush brush is the Studio Gear 13. You could just put a little bit on here, dab, dab, you're done. It's very easy for placement of blush. And for powder, I love the Laura Mercier for the translucent powder. I just bought this on a whim with the powder a long time ago, and this is my favorite powder brush. I bought this when I first started to getting into buying my brushes. It's called a bronzer brush, but I use it for highlighter or something that's very, very, very light, and I'll lightly put it on my cheeks because I have pretty prominent cheekbones, and this is perfect for me. This wouldn't probably work for somebody who doesn't have as much cheekbone, I guess, as me. And I don't even think they make this brush anymore. If I lost this eyeliner brush, I would be lost. This is, it's rubbed off. It's an old Sephora. I think it was a number 13, but it's a fine, I love fine line eyeliner brushes. I've tried the Sonia Kashuk and the Sephora eyeliner brush, but I just couldn't, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. I'm used to this, and this is my favorite brush. If I ever lose this, I would cry because I don't think Sephora makes these anymore. Every time I go into Sephora, I check and they never have it. My favorite pencil brush is the MAC. Is this a 219, a 210? I don't know all the numbers, but I just use this for the inner corner and under my brows, and sometimes on the side of here, but I really don't do that too often. And I have very small eyes, and I forgot my makeup brushes when I went to New York City, so I had to go to Sephora and buy some. Darn. And this is a Black Label small shader. Very, very small, but it's good for my small eyes. And this is another small shader, a small shadow from Sephora, but it's a gray handle. Very, very soft. That one's kind of more stiff and together. Next, on to my Drugstore. You might have heard me talk about the e.l.f. complexion brush. This is really good for highly pigmented blushes. Love this brush. And the Eco Tools fluffy brushes. I have another one of these somewhere, but I have a million shader brushes. And I actually lost this week my Eco Tool, so yesterday I went out. I could only find it in a set, so I gave the rest of the makeup brushes to a girl that I work with that's starting her brush collection, and I got the new, or replaced my Eco Tools Angled. Nothing compares to this. I don't care what anyone says. I love this brush. I just use it to fill in my brows every day. And I love this. This is the Essence of Beauty double-ended. It's a big fluffy brush and then a crease brush on the other side. This is so soft, easy to wash. I highly recommend the Essence of Beauty brushes. Actually. And I got this a long time ago at Target. It's just a generic, it just says smudge on it. It's a generic. It's just a sponge on the end of a tip of a pencil, kind of, I guess you would call it. But I love this brush. If I wear eyeshadow as an eyeliner, I'll just smudge it out with this, and it makes the perfect look. And the Essence of Beauty, if you have small eyes, they have a tiny crease brush. So I recommend that one as well. Okay, I feel Minnie looking at me in the background. She's just staring at me. Hi, Minnie. It kind of creeped me out. Sometimes I feel somebody looking at me and it'll be one of my cats just staring. And this is the closest I found to the Sephora brushes. This is the E11. It's very small and fine tip. This one's a little bit bigger. This is the E10. The E11 comes in the new Precision Eye Kit. I just got that recently, but I haven't had time to use it, so I can't recommend anything from it yet. And again, this is the E10. It's a little bit bigger than the other eyeliner brush. And I love this angle top kabuki. It's the F84. You can use this for blush, for powder, for foundation. I use it for everything. And I use this today, so you could probably see a little bit of my foundation, but this is my favorite foundation brush currently, the Flat Top Sigma F80. It's just really easy. I have small features on my face, so it's just easier for me. And if my other brush is dirty and I haven't had time to wash it, I use the Sigma Large Powder F30. It's just a very fluffy brush. And then this one is basically the same thing, except for it's a shorter handle. This is the F20. And I like both of these. Although they do shed a little bit, and my Laura Mercier has never shed. And my favorite concealer brushes from Sigma, the first one is a P88, the flat angled. It's just good to get in between your nose and up here with your concealer. And then I use this other concealer brush. This is the Precision Flat P80. If I have a big zit and I'm trying to conceal it, I'll dab a little concealer on it and then I'll go around and it really camouflages it. So I highly recommend this brush. I didn't think that a brush could really help with that kind of thing, but this has saved me lately with that. Luckily, I haven't had bad skin. I started a new cleanser that I got for free last week, and ever since I started using it, I haven't had one zit, so I'll do a review on it soon. I wanted to wait 2 or 3 weeks so I could see how my skin reacts before I did a review. And the last one is the Sigma Eye Shading E55. I love this brush so much, I bought a second one. It's just a good flat top to put on the color. And those are all my favorite brushes. If you have any questions, email me or leave a comment. Remember to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.